Sometimes we go a little something like this. Hit it!
Okay, so the name TZUNAMI, well, TZUNAMI first of all is me and Ossian, we're an artist duo. And the name comes from actually an Argentinian friend of mine. When I was living in Barcelona, he worked in a bar where I used to meet him like every night. And then one night he asked me what my last name was, and my last name is Samani. So when he found out, he was like, "Oh, TZUNAMI," and then he called me TZUNAMI for, I don't know, the rest of our life so far. So when we started painting together, or maybe before we started painting together, I would like write TZUNAMI under stuff that I made. So when we became an artist duo, we figured it would be a good name to keep because we want to like come at people like TZUNAMI, but in a nice way.
I've been doing it for a long time, maybe 15, 20 years or something. Oh, I started like painting like traditional graffiti, like spray paint letters.
You don't stop, or rock the rhythm and makes your finger pop. I said a hip hop.
When I was maybe 13 or 14, I was doing that for a couple of years, but then I got more and more into art. It was a real adventure in the beginning, like it was in the late 90s.
To some, it's art. To most people, however, it is a plague that never ends. A symbol that we've lost control.
Before, everything was on internet, and before you could like buy all the, now you can, in Europe, in Sweden at least, you can like, everything is really pre-packaged, and you can find information about graffiti really quick. But when I was like really small, we had to like, we were walking around a lot, like it was not only painting, it was like exploring the city.
Years ago, it was pretty much a secret. It was secretly done. People wondered and wished they could do it. Not most people do it. When all the toys are like home sleeping, cuddling to their pillows, they usually have curfews. Come down in the wee hours of the night after the workers done their job. The sweepers did the sweeping they had to do. Just take my time and be creative.
It's when you're painting, but like then you only had a few, and then you had to find from like hairspray or other types of spray cans. You had to find the good nozzles to paint with and stuff, and it was more of an adventure. And then after a couple of years doing it, I felt it became kind of tedious to paint graffiti letters, and it's also, at least in Europe, it's kind of traditional graffiti. It's bound to a lot of rules, and I was more interested in taking my time and painting, like trying to do art. I got more and more into doing art and doing illustrations and just like more free form of art. So I still use spray paint once in a while, but I kind of stopped. I kind of preferred using acrylic paint and oil paint, or like more traditional idioms. And yeah, so now I'm more into painting these walls.
How long have you been doing painting?
For, let's see, what year is it now? Since 2011. So 6 years.
Oh, that's when we started TZUNAMI?
Yeah, I mean, that's when I started painting murals.
Okay.
But before that, I was just like, I would do like small little illustrations for myself, but I didn't start like professionally until 2011.
and since I started painting together with Aida, it's been more fun because we are like two brains collaborating instead of just doing like thinking of an idea and then doing it. Now it's more of a like we don't really know how it's gonna start, how it's gonna end when we start. It's fun.
People can find our works on our website, which is TZUNAMI.se, so that's TZUNAMI.se. And we also have an Instagram, which is Tsunami_AO. And we have a Facebook page that isn't that active though. On what's that? Tsunami Arts is the Facebook page.